Howdy, howdy. My job here is the morning photog. So I'm here for all of the overnight shootings between like midnight to 4 a.m. And then I do live hits with the reporters during the morning show and then the 9 a.m. show. Stand by. People are generally surprised at the hours that I tell them when they ask me what time I work because, I mean, my hours, people are typically asleep. I mean, people wake up when I'm about getting off of work after I've done a full 8 to 10 hour shift.
Coffee is so critical. I just wish we had flight attendants to, keep our coffee fresh. We have crews that work around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And given the number of crews that we have, that's a lot. Our equipment gets put through a ringer, and it always requires a lot of maintenance. You always have to stay current. Cameras and lenses and microphones and lights evolve constantly, so you just want to make sure your crews are running with the best. And I think we do a pretty good job of that.
Check, 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 check. Not everyone runs on our schedule. If you want to get something at 7 o'clock at night, most people are at home by that time or they've finished their day. But we still have a 10 o'clock news, so depending on what shift you're working, you're kind of dealing around business hours and things like that, and just kind of coordinating with people. So time is a huge logistics thing.
On time is late. If something starts at 12 and you get there at 12, you're late. You have to allow time for setup, technical issues, something's not working, something's not connecting back to the station. You always have to allow for extra time.
I enjoy the constant go, something new every day, constant problem solving, always thinking ahead. What's the next shot I need to get? Where can I be in position to get what I need? How are these going to add together?
Usually when I get stories, I'm real hyped to go back and edit and see what my reporter can write up so that I can get done and get finished and see what we made.
I've been shooting on my own most of the 17 years I've been working in news. So.
Most of the time, the stuff that we're working on is going to air that exact same day, just a couple hours after we pick up the footage. Hopefully a couple hours after we pick up the footage. Sometimes it's moments after we pick up the footage.
I like working with Bud because he always wants to go the extra mile. Even sometimes when I don't, he does.
I like the feeling that I get on the way home when I know that I've helped someone in whatever situation they may be in. It's a good feeling. That's the reason why I do it.
I love what I do, wouldn't do anything else, have no desire to do anything else. It runs the gamut from day to day. You never know what you're going to get, which is part of the appeal of the job, I think.
Coffee, we might send you to a shooting here in 20 minutes. Do we know what Eric's... I'm assuming I'm with Eric today. Yeah.
We don't have our assignments yet.
Okay. From like midnight to about 2:30, I'm waiting on breaking news, and then from like 2:30 to 3:30, I start editing the stuff for my reporter. U.S. versus Skirmetti oral arguments for trans kids. I'm waiting for their scripts to finalize, finding the VO that matches what they're talking about, and then putting that in the system. However, if there is breaking news, I will break off and then go take care of that. And then about 3:30, I start going out for the shoot for the morning show. Morning shows from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. So we're out in the field all those hours just doing these hits. From 7 to 8, I just prepare for the 9 a.m. show. At the 9 a.m. shoot, about like 8:30 to 8:45, here by 10 a.m. and calling it a day.
But especially the Move Inclusive Dance is a local nonprofit dance studio for people of all ability levels. We serve all ages. Inclusive means everyone. Everyone getting the same access to the same opportunities, the same experience, no matter their ability level, where they come from. We are here to make our program work for them and fit their needs.
It took me about 4 hours from filming to finalizing for this program called Move Inclusive. It's a dance program for everybody with all abilities. You're able to come to this program, dance, and just be yourself. And I found out about it last minute, and so I was like, oh, let's get the word out. I knew that they stopped taking money that day, and so for me it was important to get it on the news that day.
I literally love going there because it's my safe place, especially with Lauren. And that's because all my life I've been bullied. Up until Move Inclusive, I couldn't find a real true home, but now I have it.
Move means a lot to me. It means everybody.
So what I think is the best part of this event is after the race ends and all the runners and the walkers cross the finish line, we move into this ceremony where our dancers get to take the stage, you get to see them perform. There's nothing like seeing them perform live, and you actually get to hear some of their stories and their family stories as well, so you see the impact that this fundraiser makes.
I really want to help give people who may think that they don't have a voice, I want to be able to give them a voice. And so hearing about Move and hearing how passionate they are to helping people, I figured I can at least give my time.
Here downtown, in front of the Capitol, you're reporting NewsChannel 5.
Hey, how are you? Yeah. It's one of the behind the lens end of the year.
Oh.
These are my favorite mornings. A real cold morning. The air is usually pretty crisp on days like this. And it's just good to get out before the sunrise and see the world wake up from 1,500 feet. See you in the skies. My job as senior chief photographer is to manage the field crews and make sure that they have all the equipment that they need to get their job done. Cameras are up and running. The vehicles that take them to their news assignments are functional. Sky 5 is an incredible resource. We're very, very lucky to have it. The only news helicopter in Tennessee. It gives us a really, really incredible perspective on the world around us.
This is Chief Photographer Mike Rose with pilot Jason Morgan and Sky 5. We've made our way up to East Tennessee. We're following the Army National Guard as they make missions up and down the Appalachian Mountains.
Probably the biggest breaking story that we had this year to involve Sky 5 was covering Helene up in East Tennessee. We went up to Elizabethton to cover the Tennessee Army Guard and their fleet of Black Hawk helicopters running sorties in and out of the mountains. We followed this one Black Hawk into the Elk River Basin, and it was delivering supplies.
Helicopter Air Guard 648 is Watuga Dam. Will be a left turn over the lake for Elks Mill area.
We've been on station since Saturday, helping out the local communities in Carter County, Washington County, Cook County, Unicoi County as well, some of the harder hit areas in the state. We're averaging about 6 to 8 hours of flight time a day, carrying about 2,000 pounds of food.
To kind of earn the trust of those pilots, the people that are doing really the real work, we were just there kind of documenting it. I was very grateful for that opportunity. It's a lot of coordination. That's a lot of flight hours in that day. So you have to kind of take in your pilot's needs. You have to take in your own needs. And being in a helicopter that long can get tiring. It's just a lot of communication. It's okay. We're gonna leave at this time, land at this time. Our objective is this airport. Then it's a matter of making phone calls, and our pilot is kind of planning out his flight path. It's packing the tools that you're going to need to do the job. So we're going to land. I'm probably going to want to film some stuff on the ground, so I'll bring another camera for that.
My name is CW4 Shelby Sedetol with ACO 1st of the 230th.
What we saw, there was a massive, massive operation, and we were very lucky to even get in that airspace to kind of cover it. You certainly want to respect the first responders and the people that are out there bringing in supplies and rescuing people like that. So to get in there and to kind of capture those moments, I felt very, very privileged.
Helicopter ready here, guard 648, off of Bob's Island for Elk.
The thing is, especially with good news stories, all this doesn't just happen between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. You kind of have to go when the story is happening.
Well, about 4 years ago, during the pandemic, Trey made a video, which I didn't put the 2 and 2 together until his beautiful mother did for me.
A multimedia journalist is a reporter who also does their own photography. I shoot my pieces, I write my pieces, I edit them. I get to do positive stories about good people. I like everybody that I get to do a story on.
This guy right here is going to be a meteorologist right here with us in no time.
Early in the morning, I was shooting the story with Trey. He was coming over here to NewsChannel 5 to meet Leland and Nikki D. And I thought it was really important to see Trey at home and get that backstory, because it's going to make it that much more impactful when he arrives over here to Channel 5 to get to be on a weather broadcast. It was a little bit before 7 a.m. I was out with Trey's family as they were doing the breakfast routine, and I thought it was important to have those details in there.
Listen, the way Ashley White sees it, you have a few kids in the house, mornings have to be a well-timed routine.
We have a total of 5. It's a lot of juggling around, but we make it work.
One of the kids getting up and at 'em is her 14-year-old son, Trey.
Why have you got a farmer's almanac?
For the weather for next year so I can do the forecast.
Hey, my name is Trey. Weatherman. Good afternoon, everybody.
Something about Trey.
That's good, Mom?
That was good, baby. Keep going.
He's always loved the weather.
He did his own reports during the pandemic. Weatherman Trey.
It was 2 years ago. Trey lived through a spinal cord stroke.
Trey went in for what was going to be a routine surgery. In recovery, he woke up and said, "Mom, I can't feel my legs." The doctors told us that he was quadriplegic or paralyzed from the chest down.
They knew about Trey's love for the weather, so they made a few contacts and...
You nervous at all? You don't seem like you are.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm just excited.
You want to come back this way? I'll show you the weather center. I see you got your almanac.
This is top of the town over here.
Yes, sir, it sure is. You're good.
Oh, there's something I forgot to mention. There is someone who helped inspire Trey's love of the weather.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to see you. Good to have you with us today, yeah.
I remember you was at my school at Olsen and I saw you.
But this visit's even more than a meeting with Nikki D and Leland.
You do look so
Yes,
great.
you're looking good.
Even more than autographs and that farmer's almanac.
Keeping you safe, informed, connected. I know you will knock it out of the park. All right?
Welcome back. The day has finally come that I get to introduce y'all to one of my sweet friends. This is Trey. Trey, you're 14 years old.
Yes.
I mean, that's my baby. Seeing your child go through something that you can't control or fix it is heartbreaking. So to see him happy again means the world to me.
You like me messing up your perfectly good take? That's always kind of tricky when you have to switch gears on a story in the same day, because your mind is still with one story and all the details of that one is like, well, hold on, I gotta put that one on hold and go over to this one and also get in the zone with that particular story. We went to a school here in Metro. They were painting a piano that is going to It's this sort of music initiative that is getting more pianos into some metro schools, and the kids were painting the piano that day. I'm gonna put you on the news tomorrow night. Is that all right?
What?
Yeah.
We're famous.
Famous. And the best part is after it's on the news, it goes on YouTube. There we go. So you do paint quite a bit then, huh? Who all do you paint with?
My mom.
I was going to ask you, do you have any idea what all this is for?
And while you were shooting that story, was the thought in the back of your mind, like, I've got to get this other story done?
Yes. No, the day was very much scheduled out. I knew what time that I had to leave there to get back over here so I could put together a story for 6 o'clock. Oh no.
The best part about being a photojournalist is helping someone. The Scripps Cast is our effort to get our anchors and our talent out into the field and out into the communities and hopefully make a connection with those communities. We have until about 1:30 or 2, I would say, to get back to the station and get this all on air by 4.
That work okay? Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
This is Mashburn Heights. Quiet, best neighbors in the world. We love it here. Woke up one morning, was swarmed on our side door.
I noticed like a few of them on the house.
I've never seen so many.
Disgustingness is what's going on. I hate these things, dude.
I guess it was around 1:30, someone had called into the station and said that their house was full of cicadas, just like covered up in it.
You can hear them dropping off the house when they fall out of their shells.
They're just big flying insects that just stick to you. Not about it.
I mean, there's hundreds out here, if not thousands.
I'm listening as I'm shooting the interview, and whenever they say something, a little bulb goes off in my head like, oh, that was good. I had enough of those moments that I thought that I could do something with it and I could put together a story.
It's disgusting. I'm freaked out by him. I'm gonna let the man of the house deal with this.
I'm the woman of the house in this instant. Not about it.
Probably about 2:30 when I got done shooting, so I had to hurry back and do the best I could to get it on air.
These are just the shells. I think they stick to you. It's kind of cool.
Grosses you out, but yet you'll put it on.
I'll touch the shells, but not the live ones.
I don't know, maybe they feel our like friendliness, but I do not feel theirs whatsoever.
I might have to move. This is already too much for me.
I'm proud of who I am and what I do, and I think my family is proud of that, and I love journalism.
This is the end of your shift, right?
Yep, end of the shift. I'm the last one in the afternoon and the last one out at night before the overnight guys take over.
Some days I come in and I will be breaking news, whatever's going on that day. Some days I come in and I'll have a reporter assigned. I do almost all of the music-related stuff.
If Broadway wasn't Broadway, you could probably hear Nashville Predators fans from outside on the street.
Let's go, Preds!
During the Predators games, at some point they take a live look at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, at some of the patients that are in there.
My daughter Sophie was the very first one, 5 years ago after her heart transplant.
Sophie was born with a rare heart condition. Her heart's left ventricle was severely underdeveloped. The condition required multiple surgeries.
I was in Bridgestone Arena when the game started, and talked to her family about what it meant to them. Justice was able to come in after me, take a look at what I had, and then improve upon that.
Jimmy was the one who shot it, and he couldn't really shoot much of the actual game. And so that's when I realized, I was like, okay, well, I need to get just more than what he got, because one is not enough, and two, if I'm going to edit something that was supposed to be his, I want to make it good. But if I'm editing somebody's work, I don't want to be lazy about it, because I'm pretty sure he had a perspective on how he wanted it to be edited. And so I just didn't want to like slack off with it. I just didn't want to get Broadway shots or Bridgestone shots. I went out my way to go and get some more pictures of the girl and place them around Vanderbilt to make the story a little bit more emotional, to show how she progressed in getting her surgery.
The Taylors weren't in Vanderbilt's suite when Sophie's courage and successful transplant were recognized back in 2019. She was in her hospital room. This flashback shows her on that October day, flashing a thumbs up to Smashville. Remarkably, nearly 200 times since, a live look into the pediatric hospital is how fans in the arena have met, honored, and hailed the chosen champ of the game.
Because little brother plays all the sports. He's always in the limelight. She's the one always cheering for him. For her to have her moment in the spotlight and be like, oh, wow, the acknowledgement of everything she has overcome, it's amazing. It's honestly amazing and overwhelming.
You met her 5 years ago. Welcome back, Sophie!
Victories on and off the ice. Those are worth cheering for.
Thank you to all the Predators and everybody who welcomed me back. It's going to be a fun night.
Nashville, give it up for Sophie!
By going out and shooting a lot of other stuff, including some, stuff from Broadway, stuff from the outside of Bridgestone Arena, and include a lot of the photographs of the girl, so you really were able to get a sense of what was going on and why.
I wanted to just put my all in this story.
There are a lot of talented people at this TV station, and it's vital that we all work together, because I may have an idea and you may have an idea. If we put our heads together and combine those ideas, we can come up with a better idea, and the outcome in this case is what happened.
Long day.
Everybody here is important, especially the team that I work with, the Photogs. Anytime I need help with something, everybody is always lending a helping hand. I can ask one question and 10 people are ready to help me.
Back at it again?
Yep. Early in the morning.